Peace and love. Happy Taco Tuesday. For those that are celebrating Taco Tuesday, this is Music Hypebeast. You are now tuned into Open Wave Podcast, part of the Music Hypebeast Multimedia Broadcast Network, mentally, purposefully, and ownershiply. We're running it. Let's get into it. We are highlighting voices every day. Every year, this is what we do as Music Hypebeast. We highlight voices of today and the future, independent artists, emerging artists, artists that are well established, to be honest, building culture in real time. No fluff. It's all about real game energy, real game only. I am here today and I am excited to speak with Aysir, and I want to really represent the Philadelphia culture right now as we jump into it and introduce an artist who is part of the Gen Z culture, part of someone who is an innovator of the culture and has a story to tell that we need to pay attention to for us all to heal, bond, and really elevate. Peace and blessings. Please share your name, how you come off to everyone, right? Because we have our government name and then we have our stage name. Who are you? Introduce yourself, where you're from, represent, welcome. Please share that.
What's going on, y'all? My artist name is Lil Bape. I'm from North Philadelphia. I've been doing music for about, I could say, almost damn near 5 years now. I've been working since I was 16 years old. For those who don't know, y'all could go on Instagram, TikTok, all social media platforms at LILBAPE2418. That's Lil Bape 2418.
Yes.
And yeah, we working on the brand right now. Talking to April, you just game planning right now.
We are. We're doing a lot of things, and who knows what's going to come from this. I appreciate you. I'm honored to speak with you tonight. Can you tell us a little bit, now that you introduce yourself, about how you came up with,
Yeah,
or someone came up with that name, Little Babe? I love it.
yeah.
Share with us that story.
Funny story, funny story.
Yeah.
Well, coming from where I come from, right? I'm from Philly.
Mm,
In Philly, it's neighborhoods, it's blocks in North Philly. So I could say before I was a music artist, I used to
mhm.
go by Burke Street there. My real name Aysir, but my block where I'm from is 24th and Burke. That's the neighborhood I put on for.
Okay.
Um, getting into the music, I had a cousin who also do music. We was just trying to even though we put on for the neighborhood, we'll make it sound, how you can say, make it sound professional. So we was coming
Mhm.
up with rapper names. At the time, I was a little fly young boy, always wearing big, all type of design. I always stayed in design since I was a kid. Like those who know me, I stayed fresh, I stayed fly. Bro was like, dang, bro, you wear Bape so much. Like, I'm about to just call you Bape. They started calling me Bape. It started from Ape, though. They was calling me Ape at first. So it's like Bape and Ape. So if they was calling me Ape, Bape go by Bape and Ape. They was like,
Yes.
we just gonna call you Bape. And then I just put the Lil behind it, making it sound like more as an artist, you feel me? Oh,
Mhm.
just young boys, building around trying to come up with some ideas. I ended up changing that to my name. A lot of people was liking it. I dropped my first song. First song did well. I did good. Like you could still go back to YouTube and right now and see them numbers. That first song I dropped under the name Lil Babe did almost a 500,000. We probably at 300,000 on YouTube.
Dude, that's we're gonna jump into it because we have some layers. Because something like that is actually pivotal and imperative. But prior to pandemic, during the pandemic, and after algorithm, all these things we're gonna talk about. So I do want
Right.
to pin that because it's serious. Like understanding not one, just your amazing talent and lyrics and your ability to not just touch in and tap into
Uh
Philly,
huh.
other nations
Other nations.
globally,
That's
right?
yeah.
Like
That's the goals.
that's a thing. So I want to unpack that. I would like to know if you were to take your sound, right? There's
Hmm.
somebody first time hearing you, You know, I'm a Philly bred person. We just talked about this. Somebody for the first time, no matter where they are, 3 words to describe your sound to them, to the person who's wherever they are. How would you describe Lil Bape, Aysir, to the masses, to the people? Because they need you. And we'll talk about why. But yes.
Oh man, that's a good question. Putting my sound out to the people, I
Mm-hmm.
could say like, see, I make my music like relatable, if you get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying.
I do.
So that's my way of connecting with multiple people. I know not just in Philly.
Yeah.
When people hear of Philly, you know, they hear of the trauma and a lot of things that go on, but we also got good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And my music, I try to make it relatable in all ways because I know not just Philly going through things. I know a lot of other states going through things too.
Yeah, man.
Trauma, single parents, going to school, wear the nicest things, getting bullied, all type of stuff. So when I make music, I try to think of not just what I'm going through, what other people going through too. That's just my way of connecting with everybody.
I love that. So then what 3 words would you say if somebody for the first time, they're hearing your sound for the first time, what 3 words would you use to describe your sound for them? Because they're going to come up with their own thing. We know that. But three
Okay.
words for the
It's
new
so funny
people.
because, like, we got this thing in my, like, down my neighborhood. I say therapy.
Oh, that's
That's
beautiful.
number one. I say
I love it. That's
therapy,
one.
motivational.
Okay. Okay.
And you could say, dang, what's the third one? Motivational. And I could say successful too, though. Like, talk
Mm,
about, like, how I'm,
okay.
doing good, finally doing good to where I was at before.
That's inspirational. And that's
Yeah.
not my word. I'm just saying it's just inspirational. That your motivation becomes somebody else's. So that's
No,
amazing.
facts.
Thank you. Okay, thank you for sharing that. So let's just jump in, let's just keep going. We got a little late start, but I'm so excited about this. Do you want, now that we've established like there are all these things, when somebody walks away and they're like, yo, Lil Bape, I felt this, dot, dot, dot. What is it that you want the artist, the person, the elder, whomever to walk away with when they hear your songs? What are they walking away with? What's your mission, your goal, or an
I ain't
incentive?
gonna lie. When they listen to me, I want them to know, like, dang, like, bro overcame what he was going through. Like,
Oh,
never stop. Like, basically, like, dang, like, if Babe could do it, I could do it. Like, that's what I want them to know, for real. Like, cause I came, I came from her. Like, I
mm,
came from definitely her. Like, I seen a lot of stuff at
mm,
my age that I wasn't even supposed to see. But being where I'm from is just we already forced to grow up fast.
yeah, so true.
So being where I'm from and to all the youngins out there that's my age, even ones who older than me, it's just like, man, if I could do it, y'all could do it.
I love that. And I want to stay on that for just a second because one, that's how you're feeling. Who encouraged you to feel that? Like what artist?
I ain't even
It
gonna
doesn't have to be
lie.
music. Anybody. Anybody who encouraged you to feel the same thing you just said. Who?
I ain't gonna lie. My motivation really came from like, man, RIP, my big brother, like, Man. He was one of them ones. His name Brick Street Man. He actually was like very known in the city music. I seen bro do it. Like us being all together as friends, we all growing up together, gave
Mm-hmm.
me that motivation. I get in my head like, damn, if I don't do it for bro,
You mean
I ain't doing it for nothing. So I got that mindset. I mean, it is other rappers I look at too, and I see like from other states. I could say that like, dang, they overcame they things too. Like shout out who I could say shout out Lil Dirt. Even though he incarcerated, he overcame like what he was going through. I could say who another artist you could probably say even Jay-Z. Like Jay-Z was
very true.
Hove went through his things and like got to where he at in life. He a billionaire now.
Literally.
That's heavy. Even Meek Mill in my city. Meek Mill
In
from where
our
I'm from.
city, don't be trying to front like we're not from the same city.
Yeah, even our city, Meek Mill from our city. Like he didn't overcame what he was going through. Now he a millionaire.
And he still has stuff he has to face. Like I watch
Yeah,
him in
still,
interviews and I'm like,
yeah, he's still going through it.
still going through it, especially with the Diddy stuff.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're talking about this because this leads into a lot of the next question. We'll take all of that out because a lot of that stuff is very perspective. If you, how people say, if you know, you know.
Mhm.
Some of us weren't there. So I don't,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. As a man, I don't put my input into that. Like, it's like
yeah,
if they did, I don't know about it. Like,
you don't
I'm
know.
not a assumer.
Exactly.
I'm not a assumer, so it's just like I
Yes.
need proof. I need actual facts. Just because y'all going off, we don't know.
Ex-
Even if it looked at, that ain't my place. That's what they got.
exactly. I
Feel
love
me?
that. I love that you're like, I wasn't there. That's how I am. Even as
Yeah,
a journalist, right? I'm like, can't really,
yeah.
I can't write on something. I don't really feel this. I don't
I
know.
feel like the new generation and the new like coming up now, people just need things to talk about.
Yeah.
So now that was a topic that was made a topic,
Okay.
people want to run with a topic. People want to keep things irrelevant.
You're right. Right.
That was just something. I feel like that was good for the blogs. That was a
It was
good promotion.
super good for the blog. And so now we're at like, what else could be good for blogs, such as you, right? Gotta
Yeah,
think, we can't focus on all the negative. It's like, no, there's some other things to come, right? When, we're talking about motivation, we're talking about when things get a little rough. I would like to understand your why, why you continue to do this every day. I actually didn't even ask you like what you do for a living. I don't know your 9 to 5. I really don't. I want to tap into, without even knowing that, what your why is for what you're doing now, regardless of your 9 to 5 or 9 to 10. I
yeah.
don't know what that looks like for you, but what is it like? Why do you continue to do this? Why are you investing?
Having a daughter too. Even though going through what I'm going through, having a daughter, like being coming home after 2 years, like facing a homicide, like and able to beat that case and coming home to
So happy
a
for
daughter, having a daughter, it put a whole different type of heart in my like chest. You feel me?
you. I
Like
do.
I got a different type of heart now. Like
Mhm.
like it's like it's like a whole different feeling. Whereas though I just get up every day and feel like I got a purpose. I got a like a this my extra purpose right here. Like my daughter. Like I feel like I had to do it before, but I really feel like I gotta do it.
Mhm. Yeah, like I had to do it, but now like I gotta.
Like I execute.
Yeah. No, keep going.
Right.
Sorry. I don't want to cut you off, but my
Yeah, like like that's just how I feel now though. Like I feel like at this time now, like I gotta make sure my daughter grow up and how I wanted everything, she get everything. I
mm,
gotta make sure like she grew up and you know
mhm.
appreciate everything her daddy did, and that's my motivational right there. And that's like the reasons why I get up and
And hustle.
like 100 nights in them studios,
Yeah. Yeah.
10-hour blocks, just writing. Even if I can't, if I'm writer's block, I'm still not leaving the studio. Like even if I got to get a song out, I'm making that song. I'm
Mm,
just
mhm.
even when it's sundown, like and people sleep, I'm working. Like I'm just working. That's my purpose.
Yeah. I love that you said that. Most people are asleep when things are happening. I love it for your daughter too because she might not like maybe hear this interview, right now, but maybe she will one day, right? And she'll be like, "Oh my God, my dad like shouted me out and said this."
Shout out, baby Nar.
Yes, to be me. Like seriously, that's important for me. I ask those questions because that's important. I do have children as well, so like that is the key because sometimes they don't really understand. They're just like, "Oh, that's mom, that's dad."
Mhm.
Did you know the sacrifices mom and dad made for
No,
you?
absolutely,
That makes you more valuable. And do you know your worth?
absolutely.
Shout out to your daughter for knowing her worth because her dad is now cognizant and aware of. to push harder. That's crazy.
No, no cap.
You know what
No
I
cap.
mean? Like, come on,
Yeah, though.
real truth. That's like,
That's the real truth.
you know? So
Got
I'm
it right.
excited about
Gotta
that.
do for them.
Shout out to that. And shout outs to you and her because seriously, it's
Yep, yep.
God.
Appreciate you. You
No,
already.
if you don't do that, because then I'm gonna have to get like freaking tissues and stuff. I'm trying to like
Don't cry,
say
don't cry, don't cry, don't
yes,
cry.
you're cool.
My fault.
No, 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 we're good. I get emotional about these things.
Hmm.
Let's jump into betting on yourself because you have to, clearly. One, I would like to know, it's a two-part question, maybe a three-part question.
Hmm.
I would say let me just like narrow it down. Who do you feel is your tribe, your support for what you're trying to do right now? Because you're freaking dope, like as an artist. And I shout outs to you, and I will remind people throughout this who's ever listening, download your music so you can see for yourself. Like I'm not gonna
Right.
force you to believe, but like literally, Lil Bape, when
No cap.
the man that you are today,
Right.
where would you say right now, like you're focused on just right now? Because I feel like you have the ability to do all the things just
Hmm.
right now. Where are you at? What do you want people to feel?
Hmm.
Where are you at? Like, what's the next step?
My next step is right now.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna lie. Right now, like I'm focusing on like what we said back, like a few questions back, like executing for real. Like me being home for the 6 months from what I was just facing. I'm really just focusing on like you know doing everything that I said I was gonna do.
Yeah.
That's my focus. I'm really like them times when I'm spending time in the studio. I'm making them songs, and I'm in my head. I'm thinking like before I say it, it's like damn, is everybody gonna relate? And when I put that in my music and I'm ready to drop it, I'm thinking about like who all gonna feel me, and that's my focus. I'm just trying to make my story relatable so that people can feel me, and get to where I need to be at in the point of life right now. Actually, I'm also like right now I'm Ramadan and right now I'm fasting.
Yeah.
Just we fasting right now. Using my spiritual moments too. Like I'm prayed up, and I just believing that like everything gonna work out in my favor. So like I'm not even rushing it. I'm working at my pace. You feel me? Nobody can rush me. You feel me? I'm working at my pace because I know like
Mm,
when I get there, it ain't no stopping me.
mm.
And I just want everybody to remember that.
I love that you said that. This is not a question I had written down, but I do want to ask it because you are so. We talked about it a couple times before we even started this interview
Hmm.
about manifestation, and then like, what is it exactly that you
Yeah.
are wanting to attract in your life right now? Because you actually never said what your prayer was, or you know what I mean? Like, you're
Hmm.
dedicated to something religious.
Hmm.
What is it that you're actually asking for the
Thanks.
Ramadan season? Like seriously. And I
And
believe
I ain't gonna lie, my duas be like I always make duas about like just becoming a better person,
okay. Okay.
fixing my impact too. Though, like I just don't want them to focus on the trials and tribulations I went through. Cause like my generation, they focus on it's a lot of negativity, but I don't want them to just to focus
Mhm.
on that. I pray that like I could just be like the better person and actually like motivate the youth to do good things. That's my prayers and
Mhm.
just like really making it, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like really actually making it, like not just 30,000 on Instagram, a lot of followers, a lot of streams, really making it like whereas though I can never look back, really making it out this city. Cause at the end of the day, I'm still in Philly, you feel me? Still
Yeah.
in Philly. It's all about like making it out my city and never looking back.
Wow.
Just
Okay.
motivating.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, for sure. You're dope because I'm like making notes and I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't ask him a question, and we have to we'll have to do like another one. We'll have to
Mhm.
do another like deep dive.
I'm down. I'm down for April. I appreciate it.
Yeah, let's
Well,
do
I
it.
like, you feel me? I never thought like I actually could do this type of stuff anyway, but like, it's not hard. You feel me?
Yeah, you were
You asking me
prepping all
real
the time.
reality questions, and it's just like it's
Yeah.
not hard. You feel me?
Yes, and you were prepping, right? You're like
Yeah,
getting ready for whatever. All of us are always getting ready, and then we're faced with it. And I
yeah,
love that you're ready. And I love that you say that to other artists, emerging artists, artists maybe younger than you, right? That are like,
fact.
how do I do this? You're like, just do it. Like that's what the one thing I don't know a lot about Nike. I
Hmm.
would say one of the best things I like about Nike is their phrase, just do it.
Right.
And it
Just do
helps.
it. No, that's a
Yeah.
good.
I can't tell you how many Nike sneakers I do have some, I'm not gonna lie
Mhm.
or front and then but like, it's just like their freeze was just do it, and that for me has kept an impression from whatever I went through. 8th grade, 12th grade, just do it. So I'm like, all right, do it scared, do it without resources, do it with the research, just do it. And I
Just
think
do
that
it.
was one of the best phrases. So shout out to Nike because I would like to talk to them about you and what you have going on. So there we are.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I brought it up just because I felt like that's where you are. You're just moving, and maybe, and I can't say not like you're not aware of how you're moving. I think you know exactly what you're doing. I think you're aware of your purpose. I think you're writing and moving in a very operational space. And I don't
Hmm.
think you actually know how many people you're building up and helping. And that was going to be dope to hear those stories.
A pleasure. I love doing this type of things. I love it. Like,
Mhm.
no,
Tell me
definitely.
about a time when you bet on yourself, because like, I could talk. I feel like I could talk to you forever, and I know we don't get forever. Tell me just a little bit about a time where you took a chance on yourself, just like like nobody else. You didn't ask for handouts, nothing else. Like seriously, you bet on yourself. No guarantees. If you could go back to that time, if you remember,
Right.
if you could
I
share.
ain't gonna lie. I feel like I betted on myself the minute I like started this career. Like it was
Okay,
like
okay.
being around friends.
Yes,
Like
yes, that's a good.
you just can't be a rapper nowadays in our generation. Like
You right.
it's a lot of like. I feel like putting myself out to the world and actually getting great attention. I was betting on myself from there.
You're
Actually taking a, I was betting on myself, like I said, when I lost my brother and
right.
stepping up for him. You feel me?
Mm,
Because
mm.
he was one of them ones. The minute I stepped up and told like my folks, like I got this, I'm gonna get us to where we need to be. I feel like I betted on myself.
I got you. I feel that. And thank you for just like reiterating that. When I was trying to understand, but I got it. With you, I feel like you're also, when we talk about like Gen Z culture, what do you feel in this space, right, of Gen Z and music? What are some of the challenges you feel for yourself in the Gen Z? Like, I gotta try to relate to my peers and my colleagues, but what
Hmm.
are some of the advantages that you feel like you have as a Gen Z artist?
That's a good question.
I came up with that on the fly, so don't worry about it.
Right. Like, so you asking me basically like what you feel like what's my advantages I got on artists?
I was, yeah, like as I listen to you, I'm like, you hold kind of your generation in the palm of your hand. Not saying like you control the world or anything like that, but you do have a sense of
I feel like,
your culture,
and now that you
your
say that,
history.
I feel like like making things real. A
Mm,
lot of things be gimmick. I feel like
for sure.
like it ain't no gimmick in me. Everything real.
Yeah.
It just make people like look at it like more like rather it's just music is respect outside the music too. So it's just like I got respect. I feel like
Mm,
as an artist, and it's just like as a person, people would just want to deal with me regardless, just off of my character.
okay. I'm gonna ask you this probably a year from now.
Hmm.
Because I feel like you get my question, but I think it's hard. It's hard to answer that question. But it's okay. We're gonna keep talking about it. But I do feel like you have a good idea of Gen Z culture and what it is that you guys are looking for. And I'll give you less than 15 seconds. I interviewed a Gen Z mental health person the other day, who gave me an idea of and an understanding of what the issues are for Gen Z. Isolation became one of the things. So as we dive into digital, right? Digital stuff, 2020 pandemic stuff, where people kind of got lost, not just Gen Z, just everybody. I would say everybody kind of got lost in that era. And then how do you help create that? One, you're a musician. People need your music and your art to survive, to relate to, and to just get by.
Right.
So you hold like this whole thing, like things that you might not even know that you do, because you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and someone else is like, Dad, yo, Lil Bape, save me. How do you feel about that? How do you feel that? And then you might feel amazing, because I do. But how do you feel about artists or anyone who said, Dad, I just literally just found this artist randomly on Spotify. He helped me to get through something. What are your thoughts on that?
I ain't gonna lie, that's just extra motivation to me. Things like that happen, it make me strive harder.
Okay. Let's talk about your fans and turning them into community because that's where we are. What do you do? You have a dope fan base. Like, I kind of did a little research, you know. I did a little research and I found out about your community and your fan base. What do you do to make like your fan base feel seen or supported? Because one, they're supporting you. How do you return the favor?
Dang, let me think about that. I just return a favor for real by just working. I just never want to stop for them. Like I don't. What I mean by that, like I don't really trying to stop. Like I don't want them to feel like I'm being lazy. None of that. I mean, we go through stuff as people, but I always keep them like with something to go back and listen to, even if it's not music.
Mhm.
That's what I talk about as right now. Working on my brand too. Like my give back to my fans is just really to stay working. Because I know that's really what they want me to like. I know that's what they actually really want to see for me.
Super true. No, you're right. Thank you for saying that because I feel like that's what you do. And I can't answer for you, but I'm like, ah, yes. And people are like, oh, we love what you do. And then you give them more. You're like, yes, this is what we needed. You give them what they need. And sometimes I don't think your fans know what they want or need, but they just want to
Yeah,
support you
but I can put it out
and you
there.
give it. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
just
doing
put
the
it out
damn
there.
thing, man. When
Uh,
you think are you a part of Open Wave right now?
yeah, I'm a part of it.
Okay, so I just wanted to ask before I ask you this question. What do you feel about the Open Wave platform for an artist, especially not just an artist, but an artist like you? Like how does it help or not help you? How does it
I'm not gonna lie. I'm just getting into it. I'm learning about it.
hmm
I'm probably only like really only like 3 days into knowing about Open Wave. I just found out about Open Wave,
hmm
but now that I'm learning about it, I'm actually going to tap into it. So right now, I really don't know about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. That
Mhm.
yeah, that's not like a big deal. Just I was thinking about it. If your music is your mission, what is it that you're trying to accomplish? For me, I just want to know because I have things in my head, 2026 and then beyond. But specifically, your music, your mission, 2026. What are you trying to like capture? Make sure create or do this year. And then if you need help, you need help. We all need help.
Right. I say more fans getting back outside, back on that stage
Yes. Okay.
is one of them goals. Getting back outside and turning up.
Are you ready to be back outside? You ready to be at a real picnic?
What? I'm ready for that
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
I can't wait till it's getting hot.
All right. I be like strategically putting stuff in. All right. All right. All right. I have a few questions left. I'm not gonna take up your whole night. And then we got stuff to do and create. I have a few questions, and I don't want to take up all your time. So, turning fans into community. I'm trying to figure out the best way to ask this. What do you do just to make sure your supporters are, I don't know. I know we talked about feeling seen, but do you like do outreach? Do you hit them up? Like, how do you like support your supporters?
I tell all my supporters, man, don't be scared, like, to reach out. Like, basically, that's my way. Like, I go live. I talk to them. Like, I know a lot. I got a lot of, I can say, the youth. They hit me up a lot. Like, yo, like, bro, this song, beat this song, I feel this. I get a lot of motivation from the youngest. Like they always tell me, like, yo, you so hot. Yo, you hotter than this. That it's to the times they compare me to y'all favorite rappers. And I just got that, like, I get that motivation from them, like, damn, like so many people really love me. So I always get back to them and tell them, like, damn, I appreciate y'all. I never like I go through my DM requests. I'm a rapper that actually go through my DM requests and I just look at all the love. I don't be trying to be naive or like bougie to my fans. I actually reach back out.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna limit this to two more questions so that I'll hold up your night because you're freaking dope. And let's make sure we make sure um this interview goes in the ways it needs to. Clipped.
Absolutely.
One, I would say it's three parts. I have two questions, but one, I would like to know what you want to share with me because I have my questions, but I also want to make sure I'm addressing what you would like to share. That's important.
Shout out to all the Muslims who fast in Ramadan right now.
Mm.
Allah know best. Even though some days you feel like you can't fast, whatever, you praying. Just try to stay on it. Right now, I'm not gonna say I'm at a pause with my music. I'm gonna say that a song just dropped probably a month ago before Ramadan started. Y'all could my supporters, y'all could go tap into that. But I could say after this, I could say we probably got like 3 more weeks left in Ramadan. When it's over, y'all could go tap back in. I would be having more music back out, more merch, everything. We'll be back outside, like April said. Yeah, y'all could tap in. Give me 3 to 4 weeks. I'm back. I'm back. Right now I'm working behind the doors. I'm building music right now. Y'all could go on my page at Lil Bape 2018. Y'all could go look at snippets. I'm still previewing music for y'all. All type of things, you feel me? And if y'all feeling me, just go follow me.
I love that. Could you talk about your song that's currently being played and the next song that you have?
Yeah. Right now, the song that's being played right now is called Preaching. But take it, I be preaching. Yeah, yeah, neighborhood, take it, I be preaching. That's one of them songs. Yeah, I know y'all heard the vocals. I wasn't even supposed to do that, but like, yeah. That's one of the motivational songs though, man. I'm just preaching. That's one of them joints when I say I'm relatable. Like I'm just preaching to everybody. Not even just the youth. I'm preaching to everybody. And I'm just
Mm.
throughout that chorus you heard that preaching and I just get into the verse and I'm just talking about my life, talking about y'all life too though. Like I know like that's one of them songs that's relatable. You could go look at that song on World Star Hip Hop.
Mhm.
The video out right now. The tape dropped called Undefeated. The other song that's being played is called Knocking on the Wall. I'm talking about me knocking on the wall. Like it go like knocking on the wall, I miss my family. It was knocking on the wall, I miss my family. I made that song in jail, just knocking on the wall. The time I was fighting my homicide for about almost 3 years, waiting to go to trial to beat my case. I was just knocking on the wall, like just banging on that in jail, you just banging on the wall. Like, you don't got no beat in there, so you just making beats on the wall and just. I was coming up with hooks like that. No trials and tribulations to get where I'm at now. Mashallah.
Inshallah. I got you. Okay. And then anything else you want to leave for emerging artists? I see your worth. I do see where you're going to be, where you are,
Yeah.
where you're gonna be. I do. Like seriously, I'm like I know this dude is about to blow. You know what I mean? And I support
Appreciate you.
that. I do because I'm like, all right, he's about to go where he's about to go. I don't have specifically anything to do with that, but God does, right? So as
Appreciate
you elevate to the new spaces, I'm a part of the journey. That's all. I'll take 10%, 5%, 0.01%, like whatever. But
you.
what is
Absolutely.
it that, and I think I'm so grateful that you share with people, the people that are trying,
hmm
right? They're trying to create their narrative and understand where they are. So thank you for saying that.
Today was a good day, good interview. Appreciate y'all. Just make sure y'all go hit at Lil Bape 2418 on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, everything. Just make sure y'all go look me up. We working.
Little Babe, Lilbape, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wanted to make sure and then confirm. And then any events that we should be ready for?
Shows. I
Yeah.
don't got any on my calendar planned out right now. Wait, actually, Philly, if y'all can make it to the TLA, if
Oh,
y'all can make it to the TLA, that's in March. Let me see the actual date for that real quick. That is,
because I think we should get together with John.
oh, snap. That's in 3 days. That's the 6th. That's the 6th. Yeah, yes. March 6th, I would be at the TLA.
All right, let's work on the 27th or the
Hmm.
28th.
Hmm.
Is when John B. I know it's R&B, but I also feel like you kind of tap into that. Let's talk about that. So we're gonna do an offline thing, but I will say shout out to everybody who is looking to find amazing art or arts and music that relates. Like tap in.
Absolutely.
And one, just always remember, Philly, we don't just look at our track record. We don't fold. So please check out Lil Bape. I'm excited to have him on the platform and he will be back. So shout out to you.
Appreciate it.
Continue to do this. I appreciate you for sharing your story and being transparent and just being available, and to do the things that you do. You're on the rise, and I don't know if everybody understands that, but thank you.
You are ready. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you as well. So,
Okay.
yes, we'll do the things. I'm gonna end our call, and we're gonna move forward. And
Bet. Nice interview.
yeah,
Let's go. Ready.
all right, I love it.
All right, y'all. Peace.